Hi Gemini, welcome to your October reading. I hope that you're doing well. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I really appreciate you. So before we get into this reading, I kind of just wanted to talk about the energy I was picking up on intuitively. So I got the imagery of a horseshoe and like the symbolism, not the symbolism, but they're known for like good luck, right? People hang them up on like their door frame, or they have them hanging around certain areas. You know, it maybe you're doing something that's like related to feng shui, or if you are looking for extra protection for your home, for your space, for even like your car or like your office or something like that, you might be kind of dibble-dabbling into feng shui, or maybe there's something about feng shui that you've been looking up or researching. So maybe there's a message in there for you. But horseshoes are known for good luck. It's an Irish thing, so maybe some of you are Irish, right? Maybe you have some sort of connection towards Ireland. But yeah, so that was an interesting image that I was getting. And horseshoes, they're iron, so iron is protection. And then the second image that was really strong, it was very quick. It came in really quickly and fleeted just as quick. But I got the imagery of like someone with like a quill feather pen, like scribbling on one of those, you know, those papers that are like the super old papers, right? Like this, it almost, and the image, it was like in black and white. Like that's so weird, right? So it's kind of feeling like almost like history or some shit, or like picking up on some past life type shit. I don't know. But the image that I was getting was like someone was like writing a letter, or like was writing something down very quickly with like this kind of feather pen. So there might be something to do with communication that's coming up for you. Gemini, I was about to call you Aquarius. Some of you may have Aquarian placements, or you could be dealing with an Aquarius. I'm just throwing it out there. But I feel like someone could be writing a letter to you, or you could be writing a letter to someone. It might be like literally like writing a letter out, or someone's like, you know, typing a letter or texting a letter, or like it definitely feels like something to do with communication, and that you're going to be receiving a message, or you are the one that's extending a message. If you're extending a message, Gemini, if you're thinking about reaching out to someone, I think it's well received. I do feel like luck is on your side, and vice versa. Maybe if someone's reaching out to you, it might be way better than you expect, right? Anyway, so we're gonna get right into this, and we're gonna pull some cards and see what's happening for you guys, for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, for the month of October. What's going on for Gemini? Please show me clearly. Messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for October 2022. What's happening? What do my Geminis need to know or be aware of? Any insight, wisdom, guidance? If you'd like to book a private reading with me, the information for that's in the description box down below. And if you want to follow me over on my Instagram and TikTok, you can find me there at Jadestone Tarot. But yeah, let's get into this, Gemini. Let's see what's going on here. And the deck doesn't really want to shuffle, so I'm assuming that it's ready. What do we have? The Wheel of Fortune falling right out. Positive change is around the corner. Like I said, Gemini, it seems like luck is really on your side this month. It seems like you're moving in the right direction. If you've had any hesitation, if you've had any moments where you've been doubting yourself, or you've been feeling a little lost or confused or unsure with where you're going, this is just a message of confirmation that you're doing the right thing, you're on the right path, and to keep going. Let's see what else needs to come up. But there is positive movement, and it's also talking about divine timing or divine orchestration. So let's see. All right, messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for October. Okay. You see how that card just like flew right out? We have, okay, the Seven of Swords, the King of Wands, Six of Pentacles, and the Five of Wands. Why am I picking up on revenge here? Why am I feeling revenge? Revenge for some sort of wrongdoing, or like I'm gonna get back at them. I'm really picking up on an energy that it's like someone is trying to seek revenge, or like fighting fire with fire. Gemini, are you thinking about fighting fire with someone? Fighting fire with fire? We have the Five of Wands out here. Like there's also something to do with time. Time is taking place. So I wonder if this is regarding a situation that happened a while back, or some time ago. But there's something to do with time here. We have the Six of Pentacles, this big old man clock tower, and then in the Wheel of Fortune we have this sand clock. So there's something to do with timing that's taking place. I do feel as if time has passed since some sort of something that's stuck with you, something that you're going to be taking to your grave here. The Seven of Swords, he's sitting on his casket and he's basically like, this, what has happened to me, whatever someone did to me, I'm taking it to the grave. Or maybe I'm throwing another scenario out here where maybe there's something that you've maybe done and you're taking it to your grave. Like, you're like, I'm never going to tell a single soul. This is just a secret between me, myself, and I, and I'm taking it to my grave. Like, I'm getting it in two different ways. Either it's like there's some sort of grudge that you're holding on to, and it's like, I'm never, ever, ever going to forgive this person. I'm always going to hold this grudge even to the day I die. Or it's like there's something that you have been keeping to yourself and it's going to be a secret that you take with you to your grave. Like, I'm reading it either or. But for some, the Seven of Swords with that Five of Wands, I'm getting the energy of revenge, waiting for revenge to happen, waiting to strike back. Damn, this is deep. Waiting to strike back. And then even with the King of Wands, it's just kind of like, you know, he's definitely the one to take action, to initiate. He's a leader. He's confident. He does not back down. But when a King of Wands is angry, or when someone disrespects or crosses a King of Wands, you know, he's gonna fight fire with fire. He's gonna play dirty. He's gonna give it all he's got. Like, he's not gonna back down. And it just feels like what the hell, when the clock strikes 12, all shit goes loose. That's literally like the ding dong. Like, it feels like there's a countdown. Oh my god, this better not be like Cancer's reading. That one song by Europe, The Final Countdown, came through in Cancer's reading. I was like, what the hell? Like, why am I picking up on this? But yeah, nah, this is a different energy. But it feels like you've been waiting for something to happen. You've been waiting for an opportunity. You've been waiting to... It feels like you've been planning something. It feels like you've been scheming maybe a little bit. What are you up to, Gemini? Let me know in the comments below if this is resonating so far. Like, what are you doing? Like, some of you have the receipts, you have the, like, it makes me think of this is like a month or so ago on Twitter, where someone posted this on Twitter, where they found out that their girlfriend was cheating on them. And so while their girlfriend was out on a holiday with her friends, they lived together. So he basically threw out all her shit. He ended the contract of the apartment, and then he just like completely disappeared. And when she would come back, he's gone, all her shit's gone, and like, she doesn't have the keys to their home. So like, playing dirty, like, that's like a scenario that this makes me think of. It's almost like you're playing dirty, but it's because someone did you dirty. So you're kind of giving the same energy back. I'm not gonna give my opinion on what you should be doing. Like, this is the energy I'm picking up on. Personally, I wouldn't waste my breath or energy, but you know what? It's your life. You do you, Gemini. No tea, no shade. Like, if that's what feels right to you in your heart and your soul, then by all means. But I will just say, what goes around comes around. And that's what the Six of Pentacles always talks about, right? Is what you put out is what you get back. So if you're playing dirty, if you're playing fire with fire, it's just a continuous cycle. You know, revenge is just, you know, eye for an eye. It doesn't solve anything. It doesn't take away the pain. It doesn't undo the damage that was caused. It just causes more chaos. So it's just something to ask yourself, is like, is it really, really worth it? All right. Wow. Oh, and funny, I wanted to call you Aquarius earlier. We have Aquarian energy at the bottom with the star, the Page of Pentacles and Judgment, and the Ten of Swords. Oh, look at here, and the Page of Swords, this is literally like the imagery. Not exact, actually, but he's got that quill, you guys, and he's writing on that paper, the rolling up paper, the imagery that I got, except like the image I got, it was like someone was like writing really quickly. It's almost like for some, it's not necessarily like you're fighting like fire with fire, but maybe some of you are taking like legal matters or legal actions, what I meant. Oh, wait a minute. This is a random message, but I'm picking up on, like, taking a bribe. This is so, I normally never read these cards like this, but it's almost like we have judgment energy out here, the Page of Pentacles, and look at how the Page of Pentacles, she's like pulling this coin out of her purse, right? And it's almost, so the judgment talks about, like, you know, major judgment call, final decisions, major end of a karmic cycle. It's kind of like you are bringing this situation to a judge, and the judge gets to determine, are you in the right or are you guilty, right? And with this Page of Pentacles, it's almost like, are you trying to bribe the universe to explain, like, this revenge it's justified, or my actions towards this person who harmed me, they're justified. Like, it almost feels like you're trying to justify the reasons behind your actions. And perhaps your actions are justified. I'm not saying that they aren't. But that's the energy I'm feeling from this. For some, though, I don't know, it gives a little bit of a odd vibe. But there is an ending here that happened. It was pretty painful, really painful, pretty nasty, and yeah, it's like you're figuring out how to go about this, how to move about this situation. And also in this Ten of Swords, although it's a butterfly, it really reminds me of like a wasp. And wasps, you know, they can be real aggressive. So it feels like, Gemini, it feels like you're hella aggressive in October. It feels like, you know, you did not come here to play, and like, you mean business, and you're being really authentic here. Like, you are 100% being authentic to how you feel about the situation. There is healing that needs to take place about this. And some of you are like, nah, I don't want to take the high road. I seen this clip of Cardi B. She's like, I don't want to write, I want to fight. It's like, you know, because they were talking about like meditation or journaling or, you know, self-growth and development. And Cardi B's just like, I don't want to fight. Oh wait, I don't want to write, I want to fight. It's just like, that's like literally your energy. It's like, I don't want to write about my feelings in my journal and cry out to a friend about all the pain that I'm feeling and all they did me during. I want to fight. Like, someone hold my hoops, because I'm about to swing. Like, that's how it feels. So, you know what? Whoever did this to you, you know, they probably, if you're gonna fight them, you know, maybe they deserve that. I don't know your situation. But, you know, I really need some water, you guys. Give me a moment, and then we're gonna start, like, clarifying, but what the hell? This is, like, a crazy energy I'm picking up on. Yeah, okay, so what we're gonna do here, I'm also getting the energy like you're needing to stand up for yourself. Some of you haven't been standing up for yourself. You've been just tolerating being the punching bag, being treated like shit for far, far too long. And now it's finally cementing. You're like, you know what? I can't keep doing this anymore. I can't just keep letting people use and abuse me or disrespect me. I'm tired of constantly getting hit. I'm tired of taking the high road and getting no reward for it. So maybe you're supposed to be doing this. Maybe, you know, at the bare minimum, you need to stand up for yourself. And if that's going to cause a little bit of chaos in other people's lives, then whatever. You know what? Fuck it. Because they've caused chaos in your life. That's how I feel in this situation, in this reading. Like, you know what? Sometimes you do gotta fight fire with fire. Look at me now. It's like, at first I'm like, is it really worth it? And now you're like, you know what? Sometimes you gotta fight a little dirty. Sometimes you gotta put someone in their place. Who else is gonna do it? If you don't do it, who's going to, right? Sometimes we are put in these situations to help teach these people a little lesson, to give them a little taste of their own medicine. And sometimes we are justified here. And you know what? You just might be qualified for a little compensation. Like, you know? All right, let me take a look into this shit. Tell me about the Seven of Swords for Gemini. What's happening here? Tell me about the Seven of Swords for Gemini in October 2022. Seven of Swords for Gemini in October 2022. What happened here? Okay, Ten of Cups. So this could have been in regards to family matters, someone you live with, someone you're married to, someone you have children with. So this seems to go really, really, really deep. Or this, whatever happened, whatever that you experienced, this injustice, this unfair treatment, bullshit, betrayal, sneakiness, manipulation, so on and so on and so on and so on. Maybe this wasn't in your home life, but it affected your home. It affected your relationships with your loved ones. It affected your children. It, like, for example, if you got children, schools just started recently for most people. Right? September, August. Maybe there is someone who's bullying your child and you're like literally ready to go fight that. You're really... Don't go fight children now, okay? But like, you're like, are you fucking kidding me? This kid is picking on my child, and the teachers, the principal, they're not doing anything about it. Like, getting like really fired up. Like something has you fired up, and like for some it's like you could be writing a complaint here, or you could be like taking some sort of action and like using your brain, using your wits, using your smarts, using your communication, and like speaking up and standing up for yourself or someone. Like that's the energy I'm picking up on here. What's going on with the Seven of Swords? Time at the Seven of Swords for Gemini. Three of Wands, Five of Cups, and the Eight of Cups. Temperance, Queen of Cups, Eight of Wands. Yeah, so this is about you getting your balance back, but lots of sorry about that, lots of watery energy coming out. So this has definitely impacted you emotionally. I think it's impacted those who are around you emotionally. And so with the Seven of Swords, like he's really more like a reflective energy of like thinking back to something that had happened recently. And so this is the energy of kind of sitting with this resentment, sitting with these built up emotions and feelings. And so what does it say? In the casket, it says hope and reflection. So just saying, right? Forgot about that. So yeah, like I said, this might be involved with family, or this is affecting your family in some sort of way. Family, friends, people that are closest to you, people that are in your closest circle. It's having an effect. And so right now with the Three of Wands, you're trying to figure out, well, what do I do about this? What do I do about this? How should I handle this situation? Should I just let it slide? Should I take the high road? Should I fight fire with fire? Do I write a complaint? Who do I speak to? Let me speak to your manager. Like, just kidding. But so, yeah. And the reason why is like, this has affected you pretty heavily. It's hit you hard emotionally. It's definitely triggered you. And Eight of Cups, this is also talking about walking away, leaving behind. And some of you, this situation that's occurring, it's requiring you to walk away. But even though you're walking away from this, is like it doesn't sit right in your heart just to leave this, to leave it as it is. Like you feel like there needs to be justice. There does need to be justice. All right, so let's keep it going. Let's take a look into this Five of Wands and see what this is about. Start the Five of Wands for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in October 2022. Prince of Cups reverse coming out. Some of you are dealing with a manipulator, a liar, even maybe you want to call him a little narcissist, depending on the circumstances. Let's see. Nine of Wands. This is someone that you have your guard up to. This card didn't come out for a reason. Messages for Gemini. Page of Wands. King of Wands reverse and the Five of Pentacles reverse. So, We've had a lot of fives show up in this reading. 555. Five represents change in numerology, big shifts, big changes. So remember when I was saying in that King of Wands, I was like, you know, when someone crosses a King of Wands, you better watch out, especially if it's someone near and dear or close to a King of Wands that he's protective over and cares a lot for, has a lot of love for. You better watch out, because when a King of Wands is mad, angry, you better not fuck around with him. He will fight you. Like, he will rip your head off. He will rip your hair out. Like, he will play dirty. He will fight fire with fire. And like I said, it really feels like it's like you try to be peaceful here with the Page of Wands. You try to play nice. You try to play respectful, common decency, having just like a adult conversation, trying to handle things maturely, right? But yet in a strong way, not like easygoing, just gonna be submissive and like just tolerate shit. But like there's a strength coming through from you, and so you're standing your ground here, but you're trying to do it with peace and love. Like, you're not trying to stir the pot. You're not trying to make things worse. You know, this is you really just trying to, like, you know, stay strong. Take the high road, but you're not gonna let it slide. No, you're gonna confront this. You're gonna do something about this. And the person you're dealing with here, Prince of Cups reverse, this could be in romance. This could be someone that you're dealing with who could be younger than you, or someone who's really good with their words. They can be very charming. They can be someone who's very like much of like a people pleaser. Oh my god, everyone loves, you know, that kind of person where it's like everybody likes this one person, but whenever you're around them, like something just screams red flags, or something just feels off, and like your energy can sense it. Like, you just know you and this person don't mesh, and you don't get it because you're like, well, they seem to be liked by everyone, so how come I don't really like them? Or how come I feel like something's off or shady about them, or something just doesn't seem genuine? That's because your intuition knows who this person really is, and everyone else is blindsided by it, blindsided by their charm, blindsided by all their good looks and their whatever, their charisma that they carry. And so anyways, right? So that's kind of like the situation that you're dealing with here. I'm picking up on. And so we have that Prince of Cups reversed. Could be someone who's very, very manipulative and good with their words, and know how to pull at your heartstrings and like make you feel sorry for them, right? Like, this person always seems to come up with the best excuse as to why they did what they did, and like, oh, they didn't mean it, or it meant no harm, or you're taking it too personal, or whatever the fuck, right? And so this is you coming through, trying to understand and to have some conversation with this person, and then it just feels like shit gets ugly. Like, shit hits the fan. 5 of Wands here. And then that's where, you know, Mr. Nice Guy is no longer there. You know, you try to handle this maturely, respectfully. Oh shit, you know what? I also want to throw the scenario out here, that 10 of Cups from earlier. This could even be in regards to your neighbors, like people that you live next to. Maybe you're having issues with your neighbors. Like, you know, that's just something that came through intuitively. It's like, maybe, you know, you wanted to resolve things peacefully. You coexist by each other, right? Like, maybe you've been dealing with really annoying neighbors, and instead of taking it to the police, you're like, we're gonna handle it like adults. And unfortunately, not everybody is just on that same maturity wavelength. And so anyways, it seems like shit gets messy. You wanted to handle this maturely, calmly, respectfully, and then for whatever reason, however it was received, it didn't go that way. You tried to take the high road. You tried to be nice, but sometimes you can't be nice in this crazy world that we live in. And then look at here, King of Wands reverse and the 5 of Pentacles reverse. This is where that anger that you try to control, you kind of put it in a box, keep it safe, locked away. This is now the 5 of Pentacles reverse talks about coming out of the cold, and in this case I feel like this represents like your resentment, anger, frustration that you've tried to keep locked away and like suppress. Now it's coming out, and you're roaring and you're angry and you're pissed off, and you're like, wow, like, I can't believe this shit, like, my god, oh my god, Gemini. I was like, what does this have to do with the messages I was picking up when I was just trying to meditate? It felt like really opposite of this, but you know what? different messages, I guess. Different messages. Let's take a look into judgment. We don't got a lot of time left, but we got to take a look into judgment. What does the divine think of this shit? How is this going to end up? What happens now? Like, now that we kind of got the scope of the situation, what happens now? What happens now? Jeez, this might be in regards to something from your past coming up, right? Judgment can talk about past energies being brought up, things that you thought were dead, turns out to be revived. So this could be bringing up someone that you have history with or someone you share a past with. But anyways, tell me about judgment. Tell me about judgment for Gemini, Sun rising Venus. 7 of Pentacles. Okay, so you've thought long and hard about this, which we've been knowing. We've been feeling that energy. We got the Sun. Hangman. So there's more of that like reflective energy. 3 of Pentacles. Fool reversed. So this is what I'm seeing here. So you, Gemini, like I said, we're basically just kind of stating the same stuff again. But this is when you know, like, the messages are out. Like, there's not much else to talk about here. So 7 of Pentacles and the Hangman. This is how you're trying to look at this from a different situation. What am I saying? You're trying to look at this situation from a different perspective, right? You're trying to see, how else can I handle this? Because this is my end goal. I want everyone to be happy. I want it to be a win-win outcome. I don't want anybody to get hurt. I don't want any pettiness. I want us to all be on the same page, right? This was what you were hoping for. This is how you're trying your best to come up with a plan on how you can execute this so that no one comes out a loser. You want everyone to have the happy ending, right? You wanted everyone to have the happy ending. You had good intentions, right? You had good intentions, but it seems like that just couldn't happen. Fool reverse. It's not happening. You wanted everyone to come out on a winner here and be on good terms and be buddy and, like, you know, put your pride aside and put all the ego away and just be like, you know what, let's just address this, let's just handle this like adults and just move on from this. Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. Fool reverse. And then look at here at the bottom, Ace of Swords. It's very clear, it's very obvious here. You're seeing the reality of this. Ooh, we also have the Ace of Cups and the Lovers out here. So this is definitely a karmic kind of cycle that's occurring. Could be dealing with a Gemini, but this is in regards to some sort of relationship. You're getting clarity on a relationship. You're getting clarity on some sort of connection. And it seems like it's a karmic connection here with the Lovers. Or there's a karmatic kind of cycle that's been occurring. Okay. But basically, it's like with judgment coming out, which kind of is like determining your karma. Now, karma, I'm not saying karma is like it's a punishment. Like, you're going to get this as your punishment. They're going to get this as their punishment. But like karma as in lessons. So basically, what I feel from this Gemini, it's like, you tried your best to handle things maturely. You tried your best to take the high road, but the other person doesn't want to play that game. And there's not much you can do about it except just like, I would suggest walk away. With that 8 of Cups that came out earlier, just walk away. Just walk away. I feel like the universe, the divine, recognizes your growth and that you're willing to, like, just put the pride aside and, like, lay the stress and, like, just call it even. Let bygones be bygones. Like, you were willing to do that. The other person wasn't. And so basically that's on them, not on you. Your hands are clean in this situation is what it feels. So there's nothing you should really worry about. Because in your heart, deep down in your heart, you have genuine intentions. Like, you don't want anyone to get hurt in this situation. But yeah, it's it's a kind of messy one. It's kind of a pickle. Hang in there, push through, lessons being learned, cycles closing out, so that's good. But yeah, it's like not everybody can be your friend here, and it seems like, yeah, it just seems like it's that kind of situation where it's just like, yeah, it's not the happy ending that you were expecting, that you were wanting, but it's the ending, so at least there's that. You can be happy that that it's at the end, that it's over in October, but is it the happy ending that you were necessarily hoping for? Nah. Unfortunately, nah. Alright, so we're going to leave the reading here. Let me know if this resonates in the comments below. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new here. If you want to book a private reading with me, the information for that's in the description down below. If you want to follow me on my Instagram and TikTok, you can find me there at Jadestone Tarot. Thank you so much for watching, Gemini, and I will talk to you in the next one. Take care.